Hi guys, how you guys doing? So I'm on my front porch. I'm not on my walk yet. I gotta water the yard and then I'll go after this video. I want to say I'm remembering Jim Morrison today because according to the official record, he died 55 years ago today, July 3rd, 1971. And so he might be my actual dad. So I wanted to do this video as a tribute to him. Remembering him 55 years after his death, and just and in light of that, and I'm gonna be reading and showing you guys some of my Jim Morrison material I have. So there's several. This is the Writings of Jim Morrison, Volume 2, The American Night. I was into Morrison not just because might be my dad, but because I was really into him as an artist. And these are some poems he wrote called The American Night. Let me read you some or whatever. Let's just see what happens. He had this song called The Celebration of the Lizard. He only played it like a couple times live in front of people. It's a long poem involved with it. It never made it onto a official, it never made it onto a studio recording. So let's see if we like that. Let me see what page it's on here. Let's see if you guys are interested. It's called it's just called Celebration of the Lizard. Maybe I'll read it for you guys. Let me see how long it is, and then see if let me read a Celebration of the Lizard for you guys. Lions in the street and roaming, dogs in heat, rabid foaming, a beast cage in the heart of a city, the body of his mother rotting in the summer ground. He fled the town. He went down south and crossed the border, left the chaos and disorder back there over his shoulder. One morning he awoke in a green hotel with a strange creature groaning beside him. Sweat oozed from its shiny skin. Is everybody in? Is everybody in? Is everybody in? The ceremony is about to begin. Wake up! You can't remember where it was? Had the stream stopped? The snake was pale gold, glazed and shrunken. We were afraid to touch it. The sheets were hot, dead prisons. And she was beside me, old. She's young. Her dark red hair, the white soft skin. Now run to the mirror in the bathroom, look. She's coming in here. I cannot live through each slow century of her moving. I let my cheek slide down the cool, smooth tile. Feel the good, cold, stinging blood. The smooth, hissing snakes of rain. I had a little game. I liked to crawl back into my brain. I think you know the game I mean. I mean the game called Go Insane. Now you should try this little game. Just close your eyes, forget your name, forget the world, forget the people, and we'll erect a different steeple. This little game is fun to do. Just close your eyes, no way to lose. And I'm right here, I'm going to release control. We're breaking through. Burrow back into the brain, way back past the realm of pain, back where there's never any rain. And the rain falls gently on the town and over the heads of all of us. And in the labyrinth of streams, beneath the quiet, unearthly presence of nervous hill dwellers in the gentle hills around, reptiles abounding, fossils, caves, cool air heights. Each house repeats a mold, windows rolled, beast car locked in against morning, and now sleeping, rugs silent, mirrors vacant, dust blind under the beds of lawful couples wound in sheets, and daughters, smug with semen, eyes in their nipples. Wait! There's been a slaughter here. Don't stop to speak or look around. Your glove and fan are on the ground. We're getting out of town. We're going on the run. And you're the one I want to come. Not to touch the earth, not to see the sun. Nothing left to do but run, run, run. Let's run. House upon the hill. Moon is lying still. Shadows of the trees. Witnessing the wild beat. Come on, baby, run with me. Let's run. The mansion is warm at the top of the hill. Rich are the rooms and the comforts there. Red are the arms of luxuriant chairs, and you won't know a thing till you get inside. Dead president's corpse in the driver's car. The engine runs on glue and tar. Come on along, not going very far. To the east, to meet the czar. Some outlaws lived by the side of a lake. The minister's daughter's in love with a snake who lives in a well by the side of the road. Wake up, girl, we're almost home. Sun, 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 burn, burn, burn. Soon, 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 moon, moon, moon. I will get you soon. Soon, soon. Let the carnival bells ring, let the serpents sing, let everything. We came down the rivers and highways, we came down from the forests and falls, we came down from Carson and Springfield, we came down from Phoenix enthralled, and I can tell you the names of the kingdom, I can tell you the things that you know, listening for a fistful of silence, climbing valleys into the shade. I am the Lizard King. I can do anything. I can make the earth stop in its tracks. I made the blue cars go away. For 7 years I dwelt in the loose palace of exile, playing strange games with the girls of the island. Now I have come again to the land of the fair and the strong and the wise. Brothers and sisters of the pale forests, old children of night, who among you will run with the hunt? Now night arrives with her purple legion. Retire now to your tents and to your dreams. Tomorrow we enter the town of my birth. I want to be ready. I blew that, but I tried. That's Celebration of the Lizard. He made a song out of that poem with the Doors. I like it. I blew it though. I didn't rehearse though. I just opened the book and just started doing this. Let's see. I'm looking here. Okay, yeah, that's from America. That's from the American Night. Anything else in here? I'm just flipping through these pages. Let's see. Anything strike me here? This is the first poem that Jim ever sang to Ray Manzarek, who I met. Well, they didn't meet, but he walked right by me in Santa Monica. The first thing he sang to Ray that got Ray interested in being in a band with him. It was Ray Manzarek and Jim that started the band. It's called Moonlight Drive. Let's swim to the moon. Let's climb through the tide. Penetrate the evening that the city sleeps to hide. Let's swim out tonight, love. It's our turn to try. Parked beside the ocean on our moonlight drive. Let's swim to the moon. Let's climb through the tide. Surrender to the waiting worlds that lap against our side. Nothing left open and no time to decide. We've stepped into a river on our Moonlight drive. Let's swim to the moon. Let's climb through the tide. You reach your hand to hold me, but I can't be your guide. Easy, I love you as I watch you glide, falling through wet forests on our moonlight drive. Midnight moonlight drive. Come on, baby, gonna take a little ride down by the ocean side. Gonna get real close, get real tight. Baby, gonna drown tonight. Going down, going down, going down. So that's called Moonlight Drive. First thing I ever sang to Ray. I didn't really sing it. I just kind of said it, but there's that. See anything else here? It's my possible actual dad's poetry. See if anything else here. I'm just flipping through. I like this is called When the Music's Over. When the music's over. When the music's over. When the music's over. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. Turn out the lights. For the music is your special friend. Dance on fire as it intends. Music is your only friend. Until the end. Until the end. Until the end. Cancel my subscription to the resurrection. Send my credentials to the house of detention. I got some friends inside. Face in the mirror won't stop. The girl in the window won't drop. Before a feast of friends, alive she cried, waiting for me outside. Before I sink into the big sleep, I want to hear the scream of the butterfly. Come back, baby, back into my arms. We're getting tired of hanging around, waiting around with our heads to the ground. I hear a very gentle sound, very near yet very far, very soft but very clear. Come today, come today. What have they done to the earth? What have they done to our fair sister? Ravaged and plundered, ripped her and bit her, stuck her with knives in the side of the dawn, and tied her with fences and dragged her down. I hear a very gentle sound, with your ear down to the ground. We want the world and we want it. We want the world and we want it. Now, now, now. Persian night, babe. See the light, babe. Save us. Jesus, save us. 1, 2. So when the music's over, when the music's over, when the music's over, turn out the lights, turn out the lights, turn out the lights. Well, the music is your special friend. Dance on fire as it intends. Music is your only friend. Until the end. Until the end. Until the end. So there's that. This is handwriting. Very similar to mine. I mean, I almost could have written that. I mean that. He had writing like a little kid. Pam said in the movie, The Doors, with directed by Oliver Stone. He had writing just like a kid, and I have the same. I almost can't tell that apart from my own. Can I prove that? Do I have any writing of mine anywhere around here? I don't know. but it's true. It's very much like my writing. So I did 3 things by Jim there. I don't want to do too many, but I do. Here's another thing of his handwriting right here. I really got into him at one point. I could say all these. I could say a lot of these poems just flat out in the early 2000s when I really was into him. I even gained weight and grew a beard out for the dude because I wanted to know what it felt like to look like that, but not to die. I didn't want to die for him because there was no reason to. This is more of his writing right here, very similar to mine. Anything else? It just maybe something quick, but maybe not. Maybe I haven't read enough. But let's just go through this a little bit. Oh gosh, let's see. Just flipping through. Oh, I got to do this one. Horse Latitudes. When the still sea conspires in armor, and her sullen and aborted currents breed tiny monsters. True sailing is dead. Awkward instant, and the first animal is jettisoned, legs furiously pumping their stiff green gallop, and heads bob up, poise, delicate, pause, consent, in mute nostril agony, carefully refined and sealed over. It's about horses being dumped over the ships to make them lighter because they were sinking and they had to get rid of extra weight to make it to America from Europe. And the horses were weighing everything down, so they threw them overboard and had to watch them drown. Oh, that's what that's about. Anything else here? I was only going to do 3, but I had to do that one. More of his writing right here. Jim's writing. Mine is very similar. Do I see anything else? Show you my Morrison stuff. And more of his writing. I've shown you more of his writing there. Anything else here? No more of his writing. Man, a lot of it. Very similar to my writing. Let's see, anything else? Okay, I don't see anything else here. It just totally hits me. But let me just a second. Yeah, I did that one. My first dancing and thrashing. Anything else here? So then I got this one called Angels Dance and Angels Die. It's not really his poems, it's more just about him. Potential picture of my actual parents right here, as well as on the cover. I was really into him, like I said, in the early 2000s. This is called The Lords and the New Creatures, Jim Morrison. Anything else here? Let's see. I just don't have time to do everything in life. I don't have time to do a band for him, just be in a Jim Morrison, like Doors cover band for him. I just don't have the time for it. It would end up consuming what I was doing, and then next thing you know, I wouldn't be doing anything else. Just don't have the time. This is called the Jim Morrison Scrapbook, right here. It's got cool stuff. It's the book right here. My potential dad. Let's see. He's got those lips and teeth that I have. It's not just, it's the hair too. Like it's my similar length, exact same color basically. But the lips with the teeth. I mean, come on, guys. Let's see, anything in here? The way he had attitude, the way he stood on stage, you know, like he didn't even have to sing, and you already knew he had something going on. You know, the way he just handled himself. You know. Oh, here's a cool pic of him right here. Cool. All right, what have we got in here? This is a pic of him. This is a pic of him as a kid. That could almost be me. The way his head is down, like when I was a kid. Not too different, man. This is him dressed up like he had to dress up as a kid. I did too. I had to be in suits and crap like that. Wanting to or not. LOL. Let's see. Almost done here. Like if I had infinite time, like this, say death wasn't the thing. Oh, this is the one I meant. I knew I was talking about this one. That I can totally see that in me. I remember. See, that's the same. I knew I'd seen this, and I forgot that was exactly the one I meant. With his head and with his hand in his head in his hands, dude. That could totally be me. Like the world's on his shoulders or some crap, you know. I mean that's so much like me as a kid. I mean that. I'm not just saying, oh yeah, I want to say that because I mean that, you guys. This is him with sunglasses. And look at mine. I'm not saying mine are as good, but hey, you know. That's another one of him as a kid here. Yeah, anything else? And this is him in front of the band. And this is him eating a hot dog or something. That could be me at Costco. Him with leather. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Every generation loses DNA quality. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, I respect this dude, you know. I'm not saying that I would go toe-to-toe with him because every generation seems to lose something. You get what I'm saying? Because of human replication, it just goes down a grade every generation. I'm not saying, but I just have a feeling he's my dad. Like I can't change that feeling just because, you know, the depletion of the global gene pool happens constantly. What are you gonna do about it, huh? What are you gonna say? This is him later when he had the beard, and that's again, that could be my mom right there. Same girl's last time. You know, look at my mom. Look how much like I did. I mean, I relate to that look. Her lips, you know. She's shorter than him. He was 2 inches taller than me. He was 5'11". I'm only 5'9". Jim. I used to be 5'10", but I shrank, and I'm owning that. But she was like 5'6" or 7. That would explain my height. She wasn't tall like him, but that could explain why I'm 5'9" and he's 5'11". See, there's that too. And she had red hair. You know, that's them again. Another picture of them eating or something. Well, there's another picture of them right here. I'm almost done here, you guys. That's them too. See how she's shorter than him? Like 5'7". He's like 5'11". She's not. She wasn't very, very, very tall. Hell, she could even be 5'6" in that pic, you know? Anything else? This is a cool pic of him. His hair was cool here. Good hair day. He had a cheerful nature about him. You guys know that? Like he wasn't always gloom and doom. He actually liked to laugh and have fun. He did. Wasn't all gloom and doom. Here's him when he's starting to gain the weight. Just starting to right there. That's their dog, I guess. Another pic of him. This was a cool pic. It's got rainbow colors in it. Or some kind of shade. Live, kind of on stage. Very Indian influenced, American Indian, and I have some American Indian in me, according to 23andMe. Another pic of him. I'm almost done here. Pic of him here. Oh yeah, this is a cool pic. Check this out. See, he did like to laugh. He had humor, you know. It wasn't all gloom and doom. Later, after he started gaining the weight here. I don't know why he gained weight, but I had to do it for him. Because he did it, I wanted to do it for him. Picture of him, picture of him on stage, probably on the Unknown Soldier. He used to fall to the ground during that song. He'd fall to the ground and still be singing. Good hair day here. That's a good hair day. Okay, so back in here. I didn't want to bore you guys, but hey, I want to do that for my potential dad. Moderator just gave me $2. Thanks, moderator. Love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll. Love you guys.